up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I am Sunny Brooks. For those that are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And for those who are returning, welcome back, family. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when my next video is uploaded. Today, we are talking about waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. If you have been waking up in the middle of the night, this video is for you. So, I'm going to tell you some reasons you may be waking up at 3 or 4 and also some things to do when you wake up at 3 or 4. So one of the main reasons that you may be waking up in the middle of the night is because spirit and or your ancestors is trying to communicate with you. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning is considered the spiritual hour, or they even call it the witching hour. It is like when the veil between the spiritual world and the physical world is very thin. So you can be getting woken up because of the urges from spirit or the urges from your ancestors to communicate to you, to talk to you, to give you messages, to give you signs, to give you things that will come to pass, to basically spend time with you. This is if spirit and ancestors want to communicate with you. This is the time they're going to wake you up. You're not going to be able to sleep. So just listen to the to-dos, do those things, and I promise you'll be able to get back to sleep or eventually get sleep, because you're going to keep waking up until you actually realize why you're waking up. So the second reason also is if something is basically troubling your spirit. So if you just kind of been tossing and turning, or you have a decision to make, or you're between places, like I don't know how to explain it. You're between transitions in your life, or you are contemplating whether you should make this decision, or you have some different choices to think about, anything like that, that something may be troubling your spirit, or something may be going on and your spirit recognize it before you physically do. So for example, your spirit may recognize that you're about to get a job promotion, right? Your spirit may recognize that and know that that is to come, but your body has not experienced it yet, but your spirit is adjusting, right? Adjusting and making the necessary energetic moves in order for it to come to pass. So your spirit is like tossing and turning, kind of. I'm trying to explain in a way that makes sense. But if something's troubling your spirit, if something's going on, you will get woken up at that time. And that is the time for you to really communicate with your ancestors and with spirit, but also do some work inside, do some introspective work, and see what steps you could take, see what things you could do, see what decisions you can make, and just kind of tune in and tap in. Also, another reason that you may be getting woken up is something needs your attention. So it may be something that you keep pushing off, something that you haven't paid attention to. It may be some spiritual work on the inside that you need to do. It could be some just some stuff going on the inside that you may need to pay attention to that you're not paying attention to. Or it may be some things going on the outside. So say like you may live with a family member and some stuff is happening around you, but you're kind of oblivious to it. So you need to pay attention to it. So you're being woken up at this time where there's not many distractions, where people are asleep, when people are dreaming, and there's not much noise outside. It's just a moment for you to really tap in, and things that you may not be paying attention to will come to you at that time if you just stay up and not kind of force yourself to go back to sleep. So this is also a time that if you need to tune in with your intuition, or your intuition needs to tell you something, they will wake you up. And when I say they, it's like you, your higher power, all of that. Your intuition will move you to wake up during this time so that you can tap inside, right? So those are a few reasons why you may wake up during these hours. So some things to do. Do whatever you want. Force yourself to go back to sleep. I'm telling you from what I know. If you don't deal with whatever the reason is, or I won't even say deal because that sounds like a negative connotation, but if you don't address what is there or pay attention to it, then it will continue to wake you up. until you finally, you would know if you dealt with it or you got what you needed from it if you are able to sleep peacefully going forward. So some things that you could do, the first thing you could do is pray, of course. You can pray, hey, Spirit, I ask that you reveal everything that you want me to know at this moment. Hey, ancestors, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for allowing me to be able to communicate with you. I ask that you speak to me, you show me, and you commune with me in this moment so that I could use this moment for my greatest good. Something like that. You say a prayer. Next, very important, meditate. You are already in this state of kind of like relaxation. You're in between the waking state, and the sleep state. So it will be easier for you to tap inside of yourself and tap into your higher self and your intuition by meditating. So if you meditate at that moment, I could guarantee you, I'm ready to bet my bottom dollar about it. You will get messages. You will get signs. You will get words. You will get images. You will get visions. You will get something. Because I have never experienced it where I haven't gotten anything or have ever known anyone to like meditate and not get anything from it. So whatever it is for your soul to know, it will come. So even if it takes you a moment to clear your mind and actually get into the meditative state, you will get something from it. Just spirit, ancestors, and all beings that is for my highest good, please reveal what it is that you need me to know. And it doesn't necessarily have to be anything bad or negative. It's just some things that you need to know that you may not be paying attention to because it's so much going on around you every day during the waking hours. So they're using this time to get you up so that you can pay attention and nothing is around you. Nothing will distract you because there's not much going on. You can also journal. Between meditation and journaling, it's it. I'm telling you, meditate and journal, check mark. You got it. You're going to figure it out. You're going to be able to sleep peacefully. And a lot of times you can't fall back to sleep until you do one of these things. I'm telling you. I'll tell you at the end, but I'm telling you, if you don't do one of these things, you probably won't go back to sleep. But the journal, if you journal, what is it you need me to know, and just journal what you're feeling or what's on your heart, or not even that. You may not need to say a prayer. You may just get a pen, a pencil, a paper, and you might just start writing whatever comes up. It doesn't have to make sense to you right now, but it may make sense later on. Just journal what's on your heart, what's on your mind, maybe what you were dreaming about, maybe what, like if you just saw a word or heard a word like flash, like purpose. Ooh, purpose. What? Write that word, purpose, and then just flow. When I say you flow, it's going to come. And if it's something that you need to know, spirit and your ancestors will channel it through you as you are writing. So between meditating and journaling, I would say meditate and then journal afterward, right? You can also do some breathing exercises, do some deep breaths. The proper way to breathe, I won't say the proper way, but you're supposed to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. But that's not the proper way. What the proper way is when you inhale, your stomach is supposed to expand. When you exhale, your stomach is supposed to go in, right? A lot of times it happens the other way around. When you breathe in and inhale, a lot of times people suck their stomach in. No. Just put your hands on your stomach. Inhale, your stomach should get bigger. Exhale, your stomach should deflate. Okay? So do some breathing exercises. Google some. Look up some on Instagram or YouTube. If you want me to do a breathing exercise video, let me know. But you can do some oxytocin breaths. You can do the 4-part breathing. You can do 4-7-8. You can do many different breathing exercises that will allow you to relax and really tap in. So, yeah. Also, let's be real. You can do some rituals. You can do some rituals and you can get some work done because you don't have distractions and you can really tap into the spirit world. You can really tap into you and your intuition, that you're able to get some ritual work that you may have not been able to get during the daytime because you don't have that many distractions around you. So you can do a quick petition, or a quick money ritual, or quick mojo bag, or I wouldn't say take a spiritual bath. You can, but I'm like, that's a lot to wake up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and try to take a spiritual bath. But you could do some work, or you could get some messages or download about the work you need to do. You could easily get like a recipe or instructions on what you need to do to bring forth whatever you're trying to manifest or get rid of. So pay attention. You may be able to do some ritual work. And also, this is time for you to spend time with your ancestors. I can't stress that enough. It's one of those things. Sit at your ancestor altar. If you could, like, I don't feel like meditating, I don't feel like journaling, I don't feel like doing nothing. Okay, spend some time with your ancestors. Ancestors, I'm going to sit here with you. Okay, you might hit a little, ooh, okay, back up, right? You may nod off, but spend time with your ancestors. This is something that you can do when you're up at this late, because they are like thriving at this point, because the spiritual veil is thinner than it normally is. Honestly, what I would personally do is wake up. I'll give you my steps. What I would do is wake up, go to my ancestor altar, pray, hey ancestors, spirit, thank you for waking me up. Please reveal whatever it is you need to know. I will do some deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, do a couple breathing exercises. Then I will meditate. And then right after that, I would journal. And if I'm being prompted to do anything, or if anything was revealed to me, like it may say, okay, go dress a candle. I may do that. Or it may say, okay, you need to take a hyssop and rue bath. I may write that down in my journal, so then when I wake up, I can prepare that bath. That's how I would do it, just so that I can get the best of the experience at that moment. If you do the deep breaths, you will probably end up falling back to sleep. But if you are being woken up at 3 or 4 a.m., please just do something. Meditate, journal, please, because it is a reason. We just don't wake up 3-4 o'clock any day, or for whatever reason. Do it so that you can get whatever you need, or whatever your spirit needs at that moment. Whatever your soul needs, get it at that moment. And don't take that moment for granted. If y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Hopefully this didn't confuse you and explain something. Let me know your experience. Just talk to me in the comments and let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.